anymore. I don't know what the argument is for not having that. Okay, I think you lock this. Like, Savages have just been doing, like, way too well for you not to lock this. I think getting 3 Savage, if at least 2 are of the same type, is probably worth it. So that being Tusk, Ench, or Venomancer. It might just be the thing where there's so many, like, low-level Savage. Like, Savage is the new Goblin mech. Like, they introduced Venomancer down, and Druids are so easy to get leveled up that it's now replaced the, like, slot of winning the early game. And now that people die earlier, winning the early game is, like, really crucial. You could just go all out for early game strats and get 4th place at least every time. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we're gonna lock for this. And for funsies, we're gonna just do this sort of thing here. So what's everybody else going for? What? I have not seen this many tinies since the last patch. It's nuts. And then a Razor too. Yeah. Am I in the last patch? Only this one other person, Yates, knows that we're in the next patch right now, where you don't go primordial. I have to say though, I think Veno's one of the most, like, entertaining units to play. Like, seeing the little army you have grow is kind of fun. And then there's the you give me a tier 3 and then you tell me it's 4 stuff. No doubt this armor's gonna be on someone else. So let's see. Need the early Veno. I've got the gloves for him. Beautiful. Grab the Pudge. There's Tank. And that looks nice. I think generally speaking, it's better to take multiple tier 1 units or level 1 units over one level 2 unit early on. But first off, I don't want to even tempt myself to go Assassins. They've been doing pretty poorly for me. And second off, this just complements what we're going for. We need, like, a beefy front line. We've got the armor item for it, and then we just want Veno to survive long enough to make a good army. Like, look at this. He's got 1,000. Okay, but I missed the dream. The double 4-staff dream. What could have been? I don't want the Hunters thing, man. I'm just gonna this. Aegis, the last game I played, got me 1 higher rank because I took it. Is this better? It probably isn't, to be honest, but I'm just gonna do it. And then I think Jug, maybe. Jug, and then Axe to in. Scary. This actually, never mind. This is scarier. Thank God that he was playing for last patch. Gonna make some dudes. Let's go. This is the make dudes comp. Make another dude. One more dude. Yeah, okay, perfect. If we got Summoning Stone. I was playing a game earlier with double Summoning Stone, and I had like 3 Lone Druids. One of them had Refresher. So literally, I had like 4 bears on the field, which was fabulous. I just loved it. It was like you're in Russia or something. And then I had like a Lycan, and I got first place at first because you get that sort of thing, and then you just don't lose. I think you rank up here, you get the Axe, and then you do a 180. This is good. So you got the Warrior, Savage, Brawny Star. The money doesn't matter that much. And cool. I mean, they all have pretty bad abilities, so I kind of want the Jug to go off. Just survive long enough to make an army. Okay, more. Another. Well, okay, he literally makes it, and then immediately it dies. Make another here. Make another. Come on, you got this. Every time. No, every time you got this. There we go. I love when there's two people playing Veno, and then the Venos both die, and there's just like a line of Plague Wards in the back that can't actually reach each other. It's kind of weird. Oh, this is best. Oops, nope, not that. You didn't switch an item, did you? Okay. So now we got Undead, we got Sat. We have like a lot of good stuff going on right now with like pretty bad units. No punch, punch, no punch. Just make some dudes. That's all I want you to do here now. That's pretty good. We weren't going to keep winning for too long. And we have some good outs now. We have 1, 2... I don't know how long I'll hold on to the Druids. We have the Undead stuff going on. This is pretty good. The Brawny wasn't going to do all that much. This is just like a health unit. Debatably, Axe could be better, but I think Jugger's doing fine. Now Axe is certainly better. But... do I... 2, 4, 5... yeah, I think I do. Keep these down. Just making sure that the layout's good here. You know, I'm not trying to be some like big streamer or anything, but I'd love to have like a couple people just kind of like chilling around and seeing what's going on. I think that'd be kind of nice. I should get over there. But it doesn't happen overnight, so I'm not really stressing about it. It'd be cool to know what like some of the best things are to do for getting the stream going. I'm probably just content to like play and talk a little bit. I'd be playing anyways, and now I get to like kind of pretend that it's going to do something. What a bad start. Is there an anti-mage out there we have to get good? I think that's enough to make me confident that our units in the front line are in the right way. It's funny, why would I ever take CK when Shadowfiend exists? And I know I'm just going to go Shadowfiend eventually. Can we get the stun and then kill the Ench during this? Dude, I hate that. I feel like that's been happening more than it should be recently. And no punch. Tiny, it just hates the wards. I swear to God. I think we kill the Treant if we live long enough here. Unfortunately, Treant leech seeded a unit that is dying. Yeah, this is nice. Getting some money. Get some level 2s. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get the Warlock going. I think he still does, yeah. The gloves should stay here, but pretty soon the gloves will probably be going over. Get the light there. I think I saw a tree. Do I still have the Ench? I do, okay. So, I will pick up almost all of this here. I think I'll put that over here. These are all definitely staying, and these may stay. Just kill the Warlocks quickly, please. Kill the Veno. That's good. Doing pretty well. I like keeping Puck around. Like, Puck is, like, there's not a lot of early mages that you really want to be playing for good magic damage. Like, you don't want Lena. You don't want Coddle. So it basically means you have to play like Puck, Razor, and then CM. Should debatably be going for these two instead of these two, but this is giving us Savage and then Undead and then kind of beefing Axe up. I think it's fine for right now. This is our magic secondary coming in. And now we have 3 outside. When we switch to magic damage, I think we won't need the Undead, and it'd be nice to keep a front line, like 3 Warrior or 2 Druid if you get a couple of these going. Could be nice. How many people have Shadowfiend? I actually am just curious. So no Shadowfiend. That's surprising. Shadowfiend. No Shadowfiend. No demons whatsoever. Clearly Arcane Boots. We'll be really good with I kinda wanna get Dax on this, but this is fine. It'll be good with Puck. Puck's really good with the Arcane Boots. I think it's just get rid of those guys and hope we win to collect interest. I don't want to sell anything here. You could convince me to sell and then just use the Shadowfiend, but this should be fine. So let's look again. It's 2, okay. So no demons. Mr. Para right here. I'm actually surprised at how many people aren't playing Shadowfiend. I think it's just the way to go, almost no matter what your comp. Like Assassins, sure, I can understand. But Warlocks are too good, and Demons are too good, and he didn't even get nerfed with the last patch. Probably doing a lot of damage here, though. The Warlocks are just carrying here. I know I'm doing really well. I don't want any of that. Clockwork's not been doing well enough. I've been giving Scrappy a little bit more attention than I probably should have in the last couple days of playing. Been playing a lot of these 3 types of units, though. And they've been doing just fine. Like, they're good magic damage dealers. I'm gonna roll 1, okay? Ooh. Oh. When it works, let me tell you. Now we just cruise through mid-game, right? Oh, that's a cute level 1 Shadowfiend you got there. On the attack speed. Oh, he needs the gloves, doesn't he? If I get Pudge upgraded, I can move Axe center and give him the Arcane Boots. Be nice. Like, Axe and Puck are good units to get the boots because of their lower max mana. I think that signifies time to get rid of Tusk. And this Necro might mean it's time to get rid of... Okay. This is interesting. I don't want to get too attached to the 4 Warlock thing. I should be willing to give up Venomancer pretty soon. I don't think he's going to be doing that much for much longer. I'll do this now. Sure, it's the Drowse, I guess. We're just playing Beefy Boys and then Burst. And some Enabler. Beefy Boys, Burst, Enabler, and we just slow people, right? In Plagueworks. I don't know how desperately we really. I don't know how desperately we really need another warrior, and I don't know who we'd want. Tighter Troll would be fine. Maybe Slarda or Pinka? I don't know. Warriors just seem like they're in a weird spot. Just play level 2 in it. I think it's just more Arcane Boots. I don't care how many kills our Axe has gotten. I certainly want the Shadowfiend. It's fine. I think we crush a lot of people here. Did I see there's a couple Slark 2s? Maybe there was just like one. I don't know. Necro next? I don't know. We clearly level. I guess it is Necro next. Something like this seems fine. I like this actually. This seems pretty good. And the double boots are gonna feed into each other pretty well. I think one away from the 7 streak. Getting Puck would be nice. It's kind of funny if we like randomly got a Lich at round 8 or at level 8. You can have like a really weird 4 Undead thing, which doesn't make sense when you're playing this much magic damage. But it would just be kind of funny. I actually really like Tinker. We're not close to out, so I'm just gonna level here. The last few games, I've just been going like level 8 and then rolling for all level 3s, and I think it's been working out pretty well. I'm a Necro. Okay. I don't like that, but I think it's okay, to be fair. Let's see if I'm right. Axe might even distract long enough. Yeah. Yeah, it was totally fine because Axe ended up Berserker's Calling, and then Necro got it off. I like just the beefy boys on the ends. Yes, please. Yes, please. Let me roll one here. Let me roll two here. Okay. I actually don't think this is really that much of a thing. I'm gonna get rid of it. But this may be a thing. Getting these two level 3 really pays off, and then Tinker can just go in there. I think he's screwed, right? I don't know how many kills Axe has actually gotten. 8, 5, 30. The 25 kill streak actually says a lot. 24. Yeah, like our Shadowfiend just isn't dying, which is really key. I could see like a CM getting in here. Do I rank up just to get higher roll chances? I don't think it matters that much, really. We'll chill. I'll just keep the money. I don't think it really helps all that much to be at 8. Tier 5 units are good and all, but this is fine. There's still a lot of tier like 1 and 2s and 3s that we would be perfectly fine getting. That's all that we have on the bench right now. The tier 4s. Why are you walking over there, buddy? Just slapping us. I think we could have maybe won that with some better luck. On the whole, though, it shouldn't matter on the mid. How much money is this guy? This is the safe pick, right? Still need him, I think it's the pickup. I'm doing like this is fine. I'll pick it up and then roll a little bit. I don't know why I put fuck off to the side. Clothesline my Shadowfiend. I don't know how much I should really be investing in the Venomancer. It is a Warlock, which is, we got some Warlocks going right now. I don't know how much Drow should be staying. Clearly not going to do it. It's very rarely I've seen literally a 0. Troll I like to see, though. I think Troll instead of Drow is fine. I think we can go by. Speed items here, yeah, we'll do that. Do this. Yeah, the 3 warriors is just fine here. And then the 2 warlocks, 2 mages. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Because we have the undead too, like the troll might do some stuff. Fall into each other. That's fine. We weren't streaking anyway, so is okay. It's me. Stay at 8 for a while. I don't even know if we ever want to go 9. Crystal Maiden. Get the Witch Doctor there. Pop Crystal Maiden. Shadowfiend. The Shadowfiend's got to be really good here. The Disruptor must be really good too. What is Troll doing here? Okay, well, I think it's maybe a little ridiculous to play Troll over Shadowfiend. That may be a little ridiculous, but I'll bench him, and if I get a Tinker 3, I would play it. That might be far-fetched as well, though. The front line is doing pretty well. Like this. Lich, for sure here. Overpopped, yeah. I think that's an easy call. Close. Is this the one that, like, has never died? Oh, I guess it'd be hard to tell. Maybe we do go to level 9, I'm not sure. Disruptor can eventually replace, like, the Pudge. I'm willing to go with it. I think we win this. Lich, carrying, right? Very interesting. Wait, Daedalus? I wonder, man. I wonder. Okay, I'm not doing that. So assassins are now getting annoying. We may need to corner because of that. It's the guy at 6, though, right? I don't want to corner just yet. I think what we have is good against a lot of other people, maybe. Maybe we do like a half split up here. Like this. Believe me, I'm not doing it because of Brownie. One more over there. Nice. I think the Disruptor was a good addition. I think this is what we want. Yeah, look at that's kind of beautiful, to be honest. Yeah, this is beautiful. Maybe this. One more. So I will switch out one of the Witch Doctors for the level 3 Shadowfiend when we get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, why don't people pick up Shadowfiend? You're just crazy good. This is my favorite of all. Is this axe just literally gonna do nothing this game? I guess I'll put in the Tinker 3 for an axe too. About equivalent power levels, right? Fuck it, I'm rolling down to 20. This is never a thing, right? Keep it rolling. Alright, you know what? It's a little late, but we're making axe 3. Watch how good this is gonna be. Watch this axe here. He's just gonna dominate. Oh, he almost got the tide. He almost got the tide. That would have been it, right? If he went off first, tide would have been done for. I think that guy lost there. Look at this slide. What is he hitting that's surviving? Oh my god. Yeah, he's done for, right? And I think we outburst the assassins, potentially. Maybe he had Aegis. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, we'll chill. This is funny to me. I really want to get the 3-star. I think maybe these can switch. This is probably better to go off earlier, and being between these is better. And this is probably better to be using ability instead of the Daedalus one. We might actually beat this because of Lich and Disruptor and Axe. Oh man, they used it though. Come on. Oh, let's go. Feel good when you beat this. Just another Daedalus. Okay. Well, you ask, you shall receive. The double Daedalus. Okay, and now it's gone. What else gets Daedalus? I don't know who actually does damage here. $160, 95, and 15, and 10. Yeah, I picked the right one, I guess. Okay, Shadowfiend, show him how it's done. Goodbye. We get 4 and 1. Good game, man. 4 and 1. This is just a so. Let me talk about this comp a little bit. So this is. You know, let me see the comp. Oh, cool. We get the hipster barrel. Hey, show me the comp. I wanna explain it a little bit here. Okay, so I had I still don't know how much this was a meme having this Axe 2 in for so long with the arcane boots. But this is basically what was going down. So we have a couple enabling units. So the CM, making sure that we ult first, is really key when you want to get your disables off. So like Disruptor and Lich are really key with the CM here. Basically, we were playing a mana game with the opponents, and I think we were well equipped because we also had the Axe, who was gonna arcane boots before the average unit would because he has lower max mana, which means that he'll get greater than 50% mana before most units would, and he's a frontliner. He's a frontline silent, so it's almost like playing a tiny frontline in the sense that you have a low cost unit who's doing something late game, and he's just a health, kind of a negligible brawny buff that doesn't really mean all that much late game. But basically, arcane boots will go off on my side of the board before my opponent's, and it was within range of my next arcane boots, which will boost Necrophos's mana up, so that he ults and then starts the warlock thing going, and my sustain already begins, and then that further gives mana. So now there's like 50 mana between these two being given around my team. So both Shadowfiends, when I had the two, start ulting. Disruptor is ulted by now. We have all this magic damage just flying around, and then the Razor getting some stuns and also dealing damage. We were going for Razor 3 there. So we were going for just like a winning the mana game plan. And it's really good when you're doing that with Warlocks. Warlocks really want the mana so you can start lifestealing early on with your spells. That's why Warlocks go really well with like magic damage dealers. So like mages was a good way that I could use to enable that. Explaining the alliances, like you never don't play Shadowfiend. And if you're playing Queen of Pain because you're playing Assassins, just don't play Assassins. Like, easy as that. Just don't play Assassins. Play Assassins and put Shadowfiend in. How about that? This is like, doesn't matter. It's kind of I didn't go for this. The Heartless was fine. I was doing some physical damage with Shadowfiend, I assume. Maybe a little bit more with units like... Really, that's probably the main one. The others are just like kind of background doing physical damage and probably getting more mana because of that. That's an argument that I've seen. I think I saw like a joke. I don't think it was a joke on their part, but somebody posted like, oh, for Heartless, mage composition overpowered. And the reality is it's not, because you want to usually match your damage type with your armor reduction, with your resistance reduction. So if you're doing magic damage, you want to be reducing the opponent's magic resistance. If you're doing physical damage, you want to reduce their armor. Like you want to match those two things. The one thing that having Heartless with mages does for you, generally speaking, is it allows you to gain mana more quickly. So this goes back to our game plan originally, with me just wanting to get my ults off first. It's like one of the very core concepts of playing an auto battler is just like using abilities first in the late game often just wins you the game. You could have a worse composition in terms of just like your unit for unit composition, but with positioning and with like better items, just going off first and like using your disruptor and then just wiping them out with the Shadowfiend before they can do anything, and also the Lich there. Even though in the Witch Doctor, like I had good just like stuns going on here. Even the Axe kind of played that role, and I already explained why the Axe with the Arcane Boots is good. I think Puck could have fulfilled a similar role. Maybe just wouldn't be as tanky, right? So that shows why the Heartless actually might have done me a little bit of good here with just charging up more quickly. Mage goes without saying. I was doing so much magic damage that I think that was necessary. And I was able to slot 4 Warlocks. I don't think you need 4 Warlocks with this strategy. You could run 2. But that leads me to my general advice for compositions in the current meta is Shadowfiend's insane. So go Shadowfiend. Magic damage is generally pretty good. So I think running a 3 mage, 2 warlock comp is really, really good. And that only requires 5 unit slots from you. In my case, the essential ones would have been Shadowfiend, Disruptor, um, Razor, Crystal Maiden, and then just like another mage like Puck, who I switched to Lich when I got the Lich. But these are really my core 5 units. And then Necro enabled really well. Axe was like really weird this game, but I would argue kind of filled his role. If he was level 3, that'd be even better, but just kind of like a stall tactic that enables the other units. Like Axe was basically a discount CM this game that is more tanky than CM was going to be. And also stunned, which toward the end there you saw when I almost took out the Tidehunter um, before it could ult is pretty useless. It's like useful. It's like a couple second stun, which could win you rounds. So why using Blink with axes is actually not bad. So this is the general sort of comp that you could use in many different situations. That's basically just a Shadowfiend enabling comp. I didn't get any good global items. I didn't have anything super overpowered. I just rolled a ton at at level 8 to get the Shadowfiend. And that's it. I think this is the meta of 8 units. And just getting level 3 units at 8. I had the Lich. I had 2 Liches. That would have been great. They're really roll percentages, so you don't want to sell out for that. But I was coming up on the Razor 3. I think I was starting to go for Axe 3 almost as a joke. But you just want to identify your carries and then get them to level 3. If you have a Slark and you're going a couple Assassins, get the Slark level 3. If you're going Knights, just get like 2 of your Knights level 3. If you have magic damage that you're dealing, just get like Shadowfiend level 3. Because if you're doing magic damage, you want Shadowfiend. So this is just like basic advice that I'd have. And we got lucky there. I think they all wiped each other out at the end. We did pretty well. But yeah, so a good game. This will be going up on YouTube. But catch me on Twitch as well. I'm at Blueberri TV. That's Blueberri with an I. I stream pretty much daily. I start around 7. Stream a couple games. And then I put, I think, 1 video on YouTube a day is what I'm trying to do. So, alrighty, yeah, hope you like the game. And subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'll be putting more up. See you later.